but also 1 in 4 adults there has HIV. I lived in a small village of 700 people for 2.5 years in a mud hut, which is actually a misnomer because it's quite a beautiful structure and it keeps you cool in the heat of the Harmattan. And I was an HIV educator, which really meant that I spent a 1.5 years learning how to speak the tribal language Waradugu before I could stand before courtyards of hundreds of African people in their one good outfit and pull out a wooden penis and roll a condom over it. But my service ended in a civil war. Northern Muslims fighting the Christian South over economic resources and exploitation, all that familiar stuff. I spent 2 days hiding in the forest and 7 days hiding in the house with fighting going on all around me. Saw a lot of bad shit. Came home and was really fucked up. So this was the first story I wrote after that. I wrote this in California in the mountains. The Man Who Married a Tree. This story is narrated from 20 different perspectives. 1. The townsman. Once there was this man. He came one day to our town. He drank in the bar evenings, kept to himself. He had an India ink tattoo of tigers on his forearms. Some people guessed he'd been a sailor, seen the tragedies that ocean-faring men do. That's why he didn't talk. Got drunk one night finally, passed out with his boots on in the scrap of wood by the river, next to the bridge, where the trains run over it. Right there in the middle of things, where everyone could see. Maybe it was a cry for help, who knows? The sheriff put him in the tank for the night, and he mumbled about those tigers and bad weather. He didn't go into the bar again after that. It must have sobered him up, settled his spirit here. Ours is a good town. Trains come through a few times a day, hauling coal north and lumber south. They stop our pickups at the crossing, and we contemplate the garish, foreign graffiti painted by angrier people than we are on the cars as they rumble by.